Well, the day has come. This DRZ 400 is for sale. So let's go over some of the numbers of how this project went down. This DRZ first came into the garage as the cheapest DRZ 400 that I could find on Craigslist and OfferUp. And it was the cheapest DRZ for a reason. When it first came in, it was hardly drivable. It was not really safe to be used on the road, and that drive home was one of the worst drive homes. Just my mind was filled with regret as I was heading down the highway. But as what we do here on Mono Motors, this bike is now ready for the road, and honestly, I'm kind of sad to sell it. This has been a really rewarding motorcycle to take from start to finish. Let's go over some of the things that we did, and then we'll go over the numbers of all of the things it took to get there. To start off, this bike had a really bad head bearing. So that was one of the items that kept it from being a safe motorcycle. So a bad head bearing, it had a terrible headlight that was not very lit and wasn't very bright. All of the plastics were absolutely faded. The chain was way too big for it. Maintenance wise, the throttle was very sticky and it just stayed stuck open. The front fender was floppy and the battery wasn't holding charge. So that's what we started with on this bike. And what we have today is, in my opinion, a wonderful looking aesthetically motorcycle. It's extremely safe. I got the brakes to work right, the chain's the right size, it's got the right gearing in it, and everything about it is ready for the road. Now we took this basket case of a motorcycle on because it had really good potential. What we have here is a big bore kit as well as an FCR carburetor. Let me show you that around. It has the upgraded carburetor. It also has the 3x3 mod. And it had all stainless steel lines front and back. So it had great performance potential. And the fact that we were intentionally going to put this to the track, that was one of the big selling points. So with all of the negatives that came with it, it also came a lot of positives. And because of our hard work, we were able to extract a lot of that positives and get it onto the track. This bike successfully took me across the Mojave without ever missing a beat. It started in the morning every time. It got me through all of the ruts, the sand, the whoops, without ever really throwing a fuss about it. The other half of what we wanted this DRZ for was to be able to go to track days, and we did. I took this bike personally 3 times to the track, all at the kart track, and had an absolute ball with it. My lap time started to get faster, and I was just having a really great time. So now that the project is done, let's talk about the hard cash and the numbers it took to get here and what I'm selling it for. So let's start from the beginning. I bought this bike for $2,000. Cash, outright, bought it back as a basket case. As far as the items I bought, decal set was $117, that includes the rim tape. I had to get the new VaporTech gauges because I broke the old ones, $140. Head bearing, that cost a total of $80 to get fully repaired. Headlight was $90, including the fairing and the bulb. A tune-up, so that included oil changes, spark plugs, brake fluid, all of that stuff, like tightening the chain. Most of it was just fluids, so that was $50. The rear rack I got on eBay for $40. This front fender cost me $20. I got that on OfferUp, so that was a good set. And then I got a huge deal on the second set of Supermoto rims. I got those for $140. So all in all, I spent $2,677 to get this bike like this, as it sits today. And I already have a buyer lined up that's gonna get it for $4,000. So I'm selling it for $4,000, and that cost me $2,677. So a total profit of $1,342 on our Project DRZ, which, you know, I'm pretty happy about. I enjoyed the living hell out of this bike. I took it to the track a couple times. I took it across an epic dual sport adventure, and I'm gonna get paid $1,300 for doing all of that. So I think overall this project was a huge success. I did roll the dice quite a bit getting this bike at the condition that I bought it for, but the numbers really worked out in our favor, and I'm gonna get myself $1,300 worth of profit after all of this. So I'm pretty happy about that. And I know I got this in some of the comments I got with my Ducati. I could have gotten more, and of course you can always try to get more out of the sale, but I like to bring bikes back to life, and I try to get the next owner a good deal. So the market price on these is probably closer to 4 or 5, but at the end of the day, I got my enjoyment out of it, and I'm making money off of my hobby. So 4,000 is a fair price for both parties, especially with a second set of ribs and a bike that's been fully tuned up. And I'm good with that. I am completely good with my selling price. The next buyer is pretty happy for the deal he's getting. So now it's just a matter of the guy picking it up. But so with that, that's a wrap on Project DRZ. I'm happy with the money I'm gonna make off of this project, and I'm so glad you guys came along with me. Thank you for all of those that watch it all the way from beginning to end. I hope you guys learned something and take on a project like this yourself. Hopefully we'll get a new bike in here soon, and until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like this kind of content, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.